As most of you already know, people were quick to speak out when Chrisean started sharing photos of her son online. And honestly, while I usually avoid talking about other people's kids because that's a sensitive area, there are times when certain things just have to be said. Let's be real here. If you post pictures and videos of your child on the internet, especially if you're putting out personal information or going live with them, you can't expect people to stay quiet.
Oh, first of all, y'all know how Twitch is. Twitch is weird. It's a different demon. Two, I did not leave my child in no freaking car. He was outside where everybody was standing. It was multiple people sitting around his stroller, waiting for me to get off the phone, because my child father is over here being demonic, don't want to support me, don't want to do nothing, don't want to send me nothing. You're talking about sit in the house. Because, what?
That's just how the internet works. Once you make something public, people will form opinions, and some of them will speak out whether you like it or not. Especially when a child is involved and something doesn't seem quite right, folks are going to notice. It's not always about being judgmental, sometimes it's about concern and accountability. Now, there's a fine line between judgment and holding someone accountable. If you saw a child in real life, say, at a store and something seemed off, wouldn't you feel conflicted about whether to speak up or mind your business? That's the same dilemma playing out online.
I have a great support system. I have help. I have Pastor Mike. I have Tim Bone. I can name. I have Arissa. I have a lot of support that's there for my son. I don't have to pay for anything. Diapers, wipes, clothes, you name it. No, I'm not homeless. That's the other thing. Stop. Y'all weird, especially that whole side. Y'all never cared for my son. What the heck? First it wasn't his. Y'all kept saying that. First it wasn't his. Then it was he's retarded. Then it was that. Y'all kept saying he was retarded. Y'all kept calling him Charles Barkley. Y'all was clowning my son for a whole year straight.
People care, and when they see something that raises red flags, they feel the need to talk about it. Chrisean's situation has definitely brought out a lot of opinions, especially around the support she's receiving. She's gotten a ton of sympathy, which she deserves to an extent, but that doesn't mean she's free from responsibility. If we're being honest, raising a child takes more than just sympathy and emotional support. It takes stability, structure, consistency, and real care. Financial help like money and diapers is important, yes, but it's not the full picture. A baby needs a safe, stable environment and people around who genuinely care and are willing to step in, not just enable the chaos. When people around you aren't checking in, holding you accountable, or helping you make healthier choices, especially while raising a child, that's not support, that's enabling. And enabling someone through dysfunction only makes it harder for the child in the long run. Then there's the whole situation with Blueface. One moment, Chrisean says he doesn't send her anything, and the next moment, she's talking about paying all of his bills. So, which is it? Just a few months ago, she was bragging about supporting him, keeping him around even when she knew who he really was.
Good. I ain't know this girl baby wasn't walking. I'ma say this, and I'ma say this nicely. Chrisean need to go sit down somewhere, and she need to get this baby some help. She need to get herself some help. She need to stop engaging with all this internet shit and beef and all this shit and keep back and forth with that boy lying and playing on y'all mind. Cause she ain't never played on mine. I don't pay her no attention. I already know she's been ahead. But it's making me mad that this baby can't get down and walk. And I'm looking at him right here. It's clear that things are wrong with him. So why she ain't taking this baby, I don't get this. But we don't know what she doing behind closed doors. We don't. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she doing that. I just don't think so. Cause she like to document everything. She'd have been documented that. That shit don't make no sense. Get your ass off the internet whining about a nigga and trashing their house and go get your own shit. If you getting paid money from Snapchat and everywhere else or whatever. Cause I'll be damned if I keep running back to a nigga gonna keep throwing me the fish. That shit get played out. Oh hell no. It become a time and a point where you gotta, honey, your child should be first. You get what I'm saying? You only got one. Don't have no more, please.
And now, she's surprised to find herself alone? We've seen this cycle again and again. From what I've observed, Blueface only steps up when he's in control. As long as Chrisean is doing what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants it, he's fine with her. But the moment she starts pulling back, gaining a little independence, or even just looking like she's moving on, that's when he snaps. Suddenly, he's threatening custody, throwing shade online, or accusing her of being messy in his house. It's a pattern of manipulation. And we need to talk about that. This isn't just random behavior, this is calculated control. He helps only when he gets to be the puppet master. But when she tries to cut the strings and stand on her own, he lashes out, taunts her on social media, and tries to hurt her emotionally. There have also been rumors about their son possibly having developmental challenges. Things like him not feeding himself or not moving the way other kids his age might. People started raising concerns. Tia Kemp even chimed in. When I mentioned that Chrisean seemed to have caught on to what people were saying, Tia responded with a simple child. Whether you take that as shade or worry, it clearly got people talking. And here's the thing, I think Tia meant it out of genuine concern. Yes, her words were a little blunt, maybe even harsh. But they came from a place of observation. She wasn't trying to insult or tear Chrisean down, at least from my point of view.
I love you down for real, and I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me, you was like, yeah, show us something, show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly after, your son gets stabbed. It doesn't feel good, does it? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. If you got a kid, right? Okay. Don't stop passing judgment. I love you down. You funny. But come on now, stop speaking on me. For real. Stop speaking on me. Go back to clapping those saggy ass asses. That saggy ass ass of yours. Just go back to mother, bro. You feel me? All you gotta do is, man, encourage the next mother, pray for the next mother, be there for the next mother. Passing judgment, trying to be funny, like I don't got feelings. You already did this before, Auntie.
I think she was just saying what a lot of people were already thinking but too afraid to say out loud. That being said, Chrisean absolutely had every right to respond. You can't talk about someone's child and then be shocked when they clap back. She was defending herself and her baby, and that's understandable. We don't get to control how someone reacts when they feel hurt or attacked, especially when it involves their kid.
And you nobody fun. We don't know you. You're a funny ass lady, but we don't know you, bro. In real life, we don't know you, bro. You feel me? And even if you was my aunt, call me like you really love me, bro. You don't know what's really going on for real and what's really going on. Like, I don't know what's really going on with your kid, bro. But you would want us to pray for him, right? When he got stabbed, I pass judgment. Oh, he outside. He banging. He this. He in the streets. Man, go get your son off the streets, my nigga. Die for it, bro. Yeah, I said it, bitch. Okay, this goes for everybody, bro. Everybody, bro. Everybody that's trying to pass judgment.
What's really heartbreaking is that, time after time, we see Chrisean put Blueface above everything, above her own peace, above her healing, and sadly, sometimes even above her child. It's clear that her focus has often been on him, even when he was kicking her out of his home, not just her but the baby too. And yet, she would keep going back to him, despite all the red flags. It's not that she doesn't know what's happening, she's actually very aware. She'll go on live crying, saying he's toxic, swearing she's done with him, and then, weeks later, she's right back with him again. It's a painful cycle to watch because she seems trapped in it. This is why we need to stop confusing accountability with judgment. Tia's comments may have been sharp, but I genuinely think they came from concern. She wasn't trying to humiliate or bring down Chrisean, she was pushing her to do better. But again, Chrisean has every right to respond how she feels fit. That's part of being human. We all have emotions and limits.
for click farming and bake. Pray for, hold on, let me take my teeth out. Okay. Y'all taking me more serious? Alright. Everybody that got something to say, pray for me. I don't want to hear your 2 cents, bro. You know, just watch God rock out. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. For real, bro. The last thing I need is everybody keep adding their 2 cents. Start praying for people, bro. For real, start praying. Start praying. Start praying, bro. For real. That's all I do is pray. Y'all keep wanting to pass judgment like it's funny.
At the end of the day, the situation is messy. It's complex, emotional, and honestly, hard to watch. People are concerned because there's a child involved, and children don't get to choose the environment they grow up in. That's why people speak up. It's not always out of hate or malice sometimes, it's just from a place of caring and wanting better for both the mother and the baby. So what do you think? Do you believe people are crossing the line, or do you see this as a much-needed wake-up call? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this made you think or feel something, give it a like and we'll pick this back up next time. What's really heartbreaking is that, time after time, we see Chrisean put Blueface above everything, above her own peace, above her healing, and sadly, sometimes even above her child. It's clear that her focus has often been on him, even when he was kicking her out of his home, not just her but the baby too. And yet, she would keep going back to him, despite all the red flags. It's not that she doesn't know what's happening, she's actually very aware. She'll go on live crying, saying he's toxic, swearing she's done with him, and then, weeks later, she's right back with him again. It's a painful cycle to watch because she seems trapped in it. This is why we need to stop confusing accountability with judgment. Tia's comments may have been sharp, but I genuinely think they came from concern. She wasn't trying to humiliate or bring down Chrisean, she was pushing her to do better. But again, Chrisean has every right to respond how she feels fit. That's part of being human. We all have emotions and limits. At the end of the day, the situation is messy. It's complex, emotional, and honestly, hard to watch. People are concerned because there's a child involved, and children don't get to choose the environment they grow up in. That's why people speak up. It's not always out of hate or malice sometimes, it's just from a place of caring and wanting better for both the mother and the baby. So what do you think? Do you believe people are crossing the line, or do you see this as a much-needed wake-up call? Let's talk about it in the comments. If this made you think or feel something, give it a like and we'll pick this back up next time.